Self-help has taken over my home. I got married 5 years ago, driven by a burning desire to tie the knot at the age of 25. To make this happen, I got pregnant to trap my boyfriend into marrying me. Now looking back, I regret that decision deeply. I was haunted by the fear of ending up like my elder sister, still unmarried at the age of over 35, while all my brothers have already settled down with kids. Life after the wedding was far from the fairy tale and what I expected. My husband struggled financially, and when our twins were born, things even got worse. I had no choice but to find a work, so I ended up as a secretary. My boss, a wealthy and randy Muslim man, began to pursue me relentlessly. Under the crushing weight of financial hardship, I eventually gave in to his advances. His promises of financial support were too tempting, especially when I couldn't afford medicine or good food for our sick twins. This illicit arrangement continued until my husband discovered the affair. His rage was vocal. He threw me out of our home. I begged and pleaded, but he refused. Our maid took over caring for the twins, and I was reduced to visiting them only once a week. My boss, thrilled by the newfound freedom, he set me up an apartment and furnished it. He even proposed making me his second wife, despite his numerous side chicks. I had no interest in becoming his second wife because I was determined to make amends with my husband. 5 months of separation passed. During the twins' birthday last month, I saw an opportunity. I pleaded with my husband to let me stay the night with my children. He agreed, and I managed to seduce him. We made love that night, and I begged him to take me back. He said he would think about it. Since then, I've tried so hard to win him back, but our maid seemed so intent on throwing me out. She dictated what my children ate, what they wore, and even what my husband ate. I grew so suspicious of her motive, especially noticing her seductive dressing and the way she swung her hips provocationally. I confronted my husband, but he dismissed my concern, saying he owed me no explanation, since I was the main reason why he pushed me away. I sat down so confused and told him for me to come back, he has to send the maid away. Then one sunny afternoon, as I was plotting my next move, I had a knock on the door. To my shock, it was my boss, my husband, and the maid standing together. They looked serious, but they burst out laughing. It turned out they had formed a secret alliance to teach me a lesson about my deceit and recklessness. My boss and my husband had been friends since childhood, and the maid was actually my husband's distant cousin. We all sat down to a conical, awkward dinner where my boss announced he has just won the lottery and he would be sponsoring his children's education. The maid revealed she was actually a psychological student doing a research on family dynamics and had found out my drama fascinating in the end. We all agreed to let bygones be bygones. My husband and I decided to start a new life. The maid went back to school and my boss moved to Canada with one of his many side chicks. As for me, I learned that honesty is truly the best policy, and sometimes life is stranger and sillier